Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be going over chromotherapy. I'm so excited, which is light therapy or color therapy. And so if you haven't watched my previous videos on how energy works, on how frequency works, on how we see light, like scientifically, I kind of go over the basics of science, the basics of the universe. So topics like this are a little bit easier to grasp. And so I highly recommend going back to watch those videos if you haven't seen them prior to this. It'll help you understand this a little bit better, okay? So chromotherapy, you know what that is, it's basically the science of using colors to adjust the body's vibration to frequencies that result in health and wellness, right? So each color possesses a certain frequency of a specific vibration, and each vibration is related to different physical symptoms in the body, right? So an imbalance of any of these frequencies within our body can result in disharmony and can manifest itself in physical and mental symptoms, right? So if you have like a blockage in your arm, for example, the life force that's feeding your cells, the energy that's feeding your cells, is not going to be able to flow as properly down your arm because you might have an energetic blockage of sorts of the cells, right? And so what color therapy can do is it works in various ways to kind of target energy points in your body to help balance the disharmonic frequencies with each color kind of addressing a different need or a different vibration, right? And so, color and light therapy have been utilized in ancient times, in ancient communities before, back before we can even record, right? Ever since we can see the records of what's going on, ever since we can kind of look back, and archaeologists are finding more evidence and finding more things going on that indicate that in ancient times they were utilizing this practice, right? Ancient Egyptians even built temples where they would make either out of crystal or whatever glass formation that they had back then. They would make big temples with the windows. Essentially, it would be like stained glass in our time, and they would sit in these little temples and they would kind of count on the light shining through the window, and they would need those colors to shine on them and they were believing that they were healing them in various ways, which is true. The vibrations are healing, right? We can utilize, once we learn about vibrations and about frequency and how the universe works, we can really utilize the color, the light, the vibrations of different things in this world to kind of like hack our life, essentially. Color and light therapy, it's been going on for a while, in like more recent days, right? In one of the NASA technical reports, I guess, there was a guy named Harry T. Whelan or something like that. And he actually describes the benefits of light therapy because they're experimenting with this at NASA, right? They have all their technical lights, they have all their equipment, and they're doing research about this, you guys. So he basically states that NASA's LED lights stimulate the basic energy processes in the mitochondria, aka the energy compartments of each of our cells, right? So our cells on a molecular level have kind of energy compartments called mitochondria, and NASA is saying that basically their LED lights can affect these, and it can affect the mitochondria of each of the cell, and particularly when it's near infrared lights, it can be used to activate the color-sensitive chemicals inside your cells. So we all have cells, and they have, color-sensitive chemicals inside of them, and color therapy can stimulate this, therefore changing the molecular breakdown and the molecular structure of your cell, right? And so that's a big deal. That's a chemical reaction. That's that's a big deal, right? And so I kind of just wanted to go over what that is. You know, some benefits of chromotherapy are, you know, stimulating and like purifying your cells, right? You can boost your concentration and your mental clarity. You can help blood flow, and you can help energy flow through your circulatory system. Having a hard time pronouncing today. So anyway, yeah. So say for example you have like a little blockage in one of your lymph nodes or one of your organs, right? Light therapy, we can actually hit some of the meridians and some of the acupuncture points, and in this situation they would be called color puncture points, but it goes off the same system. Like practitioners like myself use the same system of meridians and acupuncture points, essentially. So we're kind of going off the same modality. It's very similar to acupuncture, which is a widely accepted modality in this day and age. It's the same thing essentially, but with color, right? So I kind of just wanted to shortly explain a little bit what that was. We'll get into what certain colors do, and like the benefits of certain vibrations of those colors, and we'll also get into like how it's applied, right? But that's going to be in the next video. I wanted to keep it fairly short, so stay tuned for this very next video, and we'll kind of learn about what you can do for color therapy, right? Now that we know what it is, now that we know what it's used for. So there's that video. Stay tuned, my friends. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the videos, feel free to interact. If you have any subjects you want to hear about, definitely leave it in the comments. If you find that anything is specifically helpful or hurtful to your learning process, then definitely leave that in the comments. The more we kind of interact, the more it also helps other people see this information, and it helps get this information out there, right? So I'm kind of just trying to help expand people's consciousness a little bit about how this universe works. I feel like this day and age, a lot of us are so asleep to kind of reality, right? And so I'm trying to kind of help you wake up a little bit so you can hack your own life, so you can live a little bit easier, a little bit more holistic, a little bit more self-reliant, because there's so much as humans that we can do, and so much that we're capable of that we don't really know about, right? But as long as we learn how to kind of hack the universe, we can learn all kinds of secrets, we can learn all kinds of tricks, we can learn all kinds of ways to make our life more simple. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you back in the next video.